Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to check out Algorand's price charts, but before that we are going to talk about TravelX cancelling their partnership with ALGO and why is that exactly. So first things first, let's talk about this announcement from TravelX, and according to the title they say evolving the future of travel. At TravelX, our mission has always been to reimagine the evolution of the travel industry by enabling dynamic transaction sales and inventory management with efficiency, transparency, and also innovation at our core. Blockchain technology has shaped the foundation of our products, and we leverage the Algorand blockchain to power our transaction layer. As the needs of airlines across the globe continually evolve, we want to be best positioned to meet their operational and also compliance objectives. With this goal in mind, we are transitioning away from the use of public blockchain networks to a private transactional infrastructure. This transition will provide airline partners with greater flexibility and also enhanced privacy. We also want to thank the Algorand Foundation for the unwavering support over the years. We are excited about evolving the future of travel by continuing to serve the industry to unlock greater efficiency, revenue, and travel freedom through modern dynamic infrastructure. Much more is coming, stay tuned. So what is going on in here? Basically, it all comes down to the business model and specifically their apps. And I'm going to try to explain it to you in the simplest way possible. Let's say I am an entrepreneur and I do have a business, which in it I make some products. Okay. In that case, you as a programmer are going to come to me and say, you know what, I can actually make an app for you, and in that app you can sell your products, and maybe with each sale through my app, give me a very small percentage. Okay, this is the way that TravelX pretty much, I would say, works. But what is the problem? You see, you have the app, but you don't really own the product. And those guys that make the product, meaning in this case, airlines, they have, I'm not sure what is the right word for it, but let's just say they have leverage over you. And if they decide that they don't maybe like your app, or maybe they need you to make some changes, you basically have to do it and listen to them if you want to stay partners. So what I'm trying to say is this: Algorand's blockchain in this specific example did not have an issue at all. It actually worked flawlessly. Okay, so the reason that TravelX doesn't want to be partners with Algorand anymore is not because of the blockchain itself. It's very important to understand that even they don't want to cancel their partnership, and basically it all comes down to airlines, and it seems like for now at least they aren't really ready for public blockchain adoptions. Now, is that going to change in the future by, I don't know, maybe potentially some regulatory clarity? Maybe, maybe not. But I'll be honest, the trend in here doesn't really seem to be optimistic, because if airlines do not want to be partners with public blockchains, then okay, number one, what is the actual reason? We don't really know yet. And number two, does that mean that other companies in other industries also, for the same reasons that we don't know at least yet, do not want to be partners with public blockchains? These are kind of the questions that at the moment I have, and I don't really have an answer for you for now. So I'm really searching for some more information, and if you got one, definitely feel free to share it in the comment section. I will talk about it in the next video. Meanwhile, here is the situation. I believe Algorand actually saw these issues coming, and if you pay attention, it seems like, I'm gonna say maybe in the last couple of weeks, at least let's just say in the last month or two, they have kind of been trying to really push the AI narrative for Algorand, and they are kind of much more active in that area on Twitter. And as you can see, this is their last, I don't know what you call it, podcast maybe. In this podcast, they want to talk about AI plus blockchain. And if you check out their Twitter account, you will also see some other piece of news and articles about AI. So it seems like that Algorand is kind of slowly but surely trying to move into maybe a bit of a different direction. And whether that is going to work or not, for now, I'm not really sure. But all I know is this: this is a solid project. So far, they have worked flawlessly. And from my point of view, this is really what matters. And sure, TravelX didn't want to be partners with them anymore, but they also didn't really want to be partners with other public blockchains as well. Okay, in other words, again, Algorand itself was definitely not a problem in this situation. So maybe in the future, some other companies from other industries are going to be partners. I'm not really sure what is going to happen, but it's definitely a situation that I would like to keep my eye on. So overall, I'm gonna say today we didn't really have positive news, especially given the recent situation in the Middle East. So, we are not really off to the best start, at least today. Now, let's check out Algorand's chart and see what is happening in the short term. Okay, here we are on the live chart, and if you remember the last time that we talked about algo, we were right around these areas, and the idea was that most likely we are going to have another move up in the short term, but that's probably going to be into this wave 5, and it's not really that important. What really matters is what is going to happen exactly after it. Are we going to get a consolidation pattern, a very slow and choppy move down followed by another move up, or maybe a very strong move on the downside? And we specifically said if we get a strong move down, pay attention to this important low down here about 18.5 cents, because the moment that we take it, at that point we need to really reconsider our bullish count in here, suggesting the low is in, and say, you know what, instead of having a 5 wave, these are just sub waves for a very normal looking ABC zigzag. And unfortunately, the bearish scenario actually played out in here. So the question is, can we argue right now the final low is in or not? And here is my answer. I think it is way too soon to jump into that kind of bullish conclusions. And here is how I like to argue that maybe the final low is not in yet. Okay. Where is the highest high? It's actually right in here. And I can tell you, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and maybe to about this point is going to be the end of our wave 3. And what's this? I'm going to say probably a correction for 4, and what's coming? You probably know it. Another move on the downside into wave 5 in order to take the lowest low down here for the first target about, let's say, 16.8 cents, but we may actually end up going a bit lower than that. Now, let's say I am absolutely wrong and the final low is already in. Then, okay, we need to be able to find from here to about the current price action. I'm going to say maybe even a bit higher, a 5 wave on the upside. However, I am kind of struggling to find all the right sub waves. Why? Because I can say from here, this is the wave 1, correction for wave 2, another move up into wave 3, probably a triangle to about this point into 4, another move into wave 5. Followed by that, this can be, let's not even be bearish, let's not consider having a triangle in here and say, I don't know, maybe like, yeah, okay, sure, an ABC or possibly a double zigzag to about this point. In that scenario, then okay, what is happening from this point to about the current point? I think we may have a 1, probably an ABC expanded flat into wave 2, another move up into wave 3, correction for 4, and yet another move on the upside into wave 5. So overall, what do we have? Basically 2 sets of 5 waves on the upside. Now, what you do not want to see in Algorand at the moment, if you want to call this point your final low, personally, I'm not really a big fan of discount, but if you want to be bullish, that's fair enough. Then what you do not want to see is a move down from the current point or even like just a bit higher in order to take these lows down here about, let's say, 17.4 cents. Why is that? Because the moment that we take the lows in here at that point, I think we have to kind of say that our primary case at least suggests this is an ABC and not an impulse, meaning our move down is going to continue from here and end it. Again, I'm going to say it. We're going to take the lowest low down here for the first target, about 16.8 cents. But I'm thinking we may actually go a bit lower than that. And finally, what is happening in terms of indicators in the short term? So, okay, in RSI, we are kind of around the oversold region, and this can be by itself an optimistic sign, but it's not really enough. I think if you want to be a bit more bullish in the short term, you probably better off waiting just a little bit more and see, are we going to get soon a buy signal in MACD in H4 time frame or not? If we get it, then okay, maybe this is going to be kind of a decent move on the upside. And about the shape of it, I really do not have any good answer for you. As a matter of the fact, nobody has a good answer for you at the moment. All I can say is this: right now is probably not the time to be brave if you are looking for some long positions in algo, or for that matter, maybe any other crypto project. Right now, it's just time to be patient and careful and watch the price action and see, do we have the right signs or not? Based on the current situation, I'm not really sure this is good. More likely than not, we are having an ABC and our move down is unfortunately not over yet. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Algo's charts. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, Maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets. You can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.